What is up, everybody? My name is Mr. Filthy, and this is Ryan, and we are doing the WWE breakdown of SummerSlam, Minnesota. What is it? Not July. It's August. Right? No, July.
Saturday, August 1st. No,
Yeah,
we're in
yeah,
August
yeah,
now.
yeah, 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 yeah. Months. We're in August. It's still July. It's
hmm
my birthday.
August 1st, 2026, everybody. Remember.
Oh no, I pulled your screen down. There we go.
Uh-oh.
Put you back up.
So SummerSlam started off with Io Sky and Liv Morgan for the WWE Women's World Championship. And
Which was an interesting
first
starter match.
I liked it. I thought it was good.
It was only
It was
good because they're so good, honestly.
yeah, I feel like if it was anybody else, this would have easily been relegated
If
to
it
the
was
mid card.
if it was Jade Cargill and anyone else, well,
That's why Jade Cargill was always in the mid card. She never made evented or open because nobody cared.
I fuck it, I hate watching her so much. And she's not even a good big man. She's like Nia Jax. She's just fucking clumsy and large.
Yeah, she's not like, let's see, she's not like
She's
Big
not Royce
Show,
Keys.
Mark Henry, Royce Keys. Yeah, she's not like any of those guys.
And none of them are. The only one who's even kind of athletic is Rhea. Or
Yeah, I
big
mean,
big wrestler wise, anyway.
yeah, like the SmackDown women's division is,
See,
I don't know. I don't want to say not good because there's some good in there. Like there's Charlotte and there's Bliss and there's Rhea, there's Rhea, there's
they're
Tiffany
also
Stratton, but
like vets at that point. Charlotte and Bliss, so like they have to be good, or else it's like how the hell did you even last this long?
yeah, exactly. But it's strange, I guess is the right word for it. Because there's good, but there's also like not good. Like, I don't know, like,
Like at least with Raquel, she knows that she's not the most athletic big person, so she doesn't even try to be. That's also the difference. Everybody's trying to be Rey Mysterio. You're not Rey Mysterio.
and for all those people that you are mad that Raquel won on Raw, why? I'm perfectly fine with it. Like, titles are gonna change, and you know what? In my opinion, I think Raquel deserves it. They weren't gonna give her the world title.
And who else really was gonna win in Raw right now?
Right. It's like, well, so Ruka's good. It's time for her to move on to better things. So whether that's a tag title or she does go for the women's title, obviously remains to be seen. But
Roxanne should win right now. All the titles.
do you think so?
Yeah,
Should they even
she,
bring back the Divas title and give her that one too?
bro. They're burying her in the Judgment Day. She was
They
having
really
a
are.
thing going, and now she's just there.
Yeah, what happened with that? Like, it literally looked like she was gonna turn on Liv any second. Like, she was always like, "Oh, you gonna come out with me?" She's like, "Yeah, I'll be right there. I'm gonna hang back." And then like, it showed her like angry, and then they were just kind of like, "Yeah, scrap that idea." So, but speaking of Raquel, the Judgment Day comes out to help, but Io takes them out with a moonsault to the outside. If I ever see Io do a moonsault in real life, I'm gonna be a happy person.
Hmm. Dude, I wish I was there to see the moonsault at the end of the night. I'm
Mm,
super freaking surprised about that one.
I was too. Uh, Io hits Oblivion on Liv, but Liv's able to kick out. Yes, Io hit Oblivion on Liv.
Which was funny. I honestly wish they ended either with that or something else later with her winning, but it would have been actually kind of like pretty cool. But they don't usually have people win with other people's finishers. I feel like so that's probably what it is.
Yeah, that's true. This is where things get a little screwy. Um, so Io hit a German suplex on the apron and then hits a bullet train, which is like the knees to the face, but she hits the back of Liv's head on the turnbuckle post and concussion, if I've ever seen one. But when she goes for the over the moonsault, when she puts her back in the ring, Morgan's able to get a foot up. Now, if you got your head slammed to the back of a ring post like that, I don't think you're putting your foot up. I could be wrong. I very well could be, but I don't.
Have a noggin of steel.
She must, because the sound of that even just sounded like it hurt. So I don't know. Maybe I'm looking too much into it. I have no idea. But Io staggers over to the ropes and Liv hits Oblivion, but Io counters. She basically like landed on the top of her head and was able to like flip through.
Yeah, that
so Liv
part was
decides.
interesting. She basically did like a headstand.
Yeah, and then she kind of like did like a kip up with the headstand to like get on her feet.
That is the thing. She like, I hated how that part of the ending. I liked that specific moment, but everything following that moment, I was pissed off about.
So there's a code breaker, and I'm calling it a code breaker because that's what Michael Cole called it.
Mm-hmm.
And then she staggers into the ropes, and then that's Oblivion, and then that time it actually hits, and then Liv is able to retain the title.
And that's why I'm mad. Because, not necessarily because Liv won, but because Io, after completely reversing the move, just kind of stood there. It was like, oh, word, I did that. And then they just do it again.
Right.
I'm just like, okay, was she supposed to reverse it? Was she supposed to land on her feet? Was that an accident? It was like,
I was expecting more.
yeah,
Different ending.
Like, try to go for your finisher and then get reversed into an Oblivion, not just like, oh, just stand there while I gather myself. I'm gonna code breaker you.
Like, if they were gonna end it like that, they should just ended it the first time when she put the foot up and she staggered towards the ropes. Because, like I said, concussion. Okay. You can tell me I'm wrong. I've never had a concussion. I'm just saying, if I got my knees to the face at someone running basically full speed, and the only thing behind me was a LED board turnbuckle, and it made that sound,
Well, you know,
I don't think I'd be putting my foot up when someone jumps. Yeah, like it just didn't make sense to me. Like you said,
heads into walls regularly.
I don't, but I think you're right. I think Liv's got like a head of steel. She's got noggin.
If she's not
noggin of knowledge. I mean, yeah, if she's not, I mean, the match didn't go for very long after that, so I mean, it very well could have just been like, all right, well, I'm almost done, so I might as well just go. But I just think that looked kind of crazy. Anyway, next up was the Bloodline versus LA Knight, Solo Sikoa, and Royce Keys. And can I just say, before we even dive into this match, that this Solo Sikoa babyface turn is like the greatest thing I've ever seen.
Right. He does some shit to Jay later on, then I'm like, bro, he's killing the babyface turn.
Homeboy literally got into the ring, and before, like, you know, they had like their little brawl and everything, and then like once the match got like actually underway, he literally did the run it back thing, and Jay's theme played, and Jey Uso was literally so angry.
Like, who did he have to convince in the back to like play this music for him again? Whoever that was has something out for fucking Jay and Jimmy. He said, I hate you both. I hope you all fail. The Bloodline some bitches. Actually, I guess the person who does the managing of like music and fucking pyro must have just been Seth Rollins that night, I guess.
He's like, wait, hold on, run it back, but Solo. Nah, just play Jay's song. It's fine.
And then you just see a cut to like Seth Rollins being like, ah,
doing the laughs. You just see him dancing with the big red boots on and the fur coat.
That would be funny. That actually, I wish they did that as well. That would have made the whole thing just seem hilarious. He's like, who even is letting this man use my song right now? And then you just look back and it's Seth Rollins.
Right, like he go like Solo does that, and it's like, okay, I get it, it's Jay's thing. So anyone would have figured, yeah, play Jay's music, but still, just so funny. I love it so much.
They should do a small. I wish they did a backstage segment if they weren't going to do all what we just said, where like Jay goes and finds the person who runs the music, like, were you fucking playing my music for other people for you, motherfucker, and tries to assault him.
Right, and he's like, "Nah, it wasn't me. It was that guy over there." And you just see Seth with his feet kicked up, just laying back in the thing, just being like,
We're doing the little like 2 finger to the like top of the head and then sending off like hand signal thing.
do like the little
I said later.
right. Usos were going for 1D, but Solo hits a spike on Jimmy because he was too close to the ropes. BFT on Jay, and they get the win for the team.
Which I'm actually kind of surprised that they had them win. I was honestly thinking the Bloodline was going to win just to keep the like momentum going, but this is showing that they might not just do what they did the last time with Bloodline, maybe, where they just win endlessly and they always win no matter what.
Well, I had read online actually that Solo's face turn was supposed to be like short, so I'm guessing he was going to turn on them, but I guess they liked the work that he's doing, so they decided to keep it. So, we should also mention that Royce Keys basically gave like a power slam to Jacob Fatu over the barricade into the Timekeeper's area. So that's where Royce Keys and Jacob Fatu were. Yes.
Which I thought was a nice little homage to Mark Henry. Though on the pre-show, this man literally looked like he was just doing security for the commentary desk. Guy was wearing a black blazer, black t-shirt underneath, and black sunglasses. I'm like, oh, look, security. Who let security do fucking announcing?
It's the world's strongest security guy.
World's strongest security, for sure. That should be his new thing. If he, like, didn't make enough in WWE, that's what he should open up for business. Just be like,
right.
World's strongest security guards.
Solo Sikoa and LA Knight hug in the ring after the match as Royce Keys is on the outside because I guess he didn't even want any part of that. But I mean, you guys won. Why are you mad? I don't know.
But then he did end up hugging him.
Oh, you did?
Yeah. So he was like, no, at first. And then he was like, oh, come on. And then he just was like, fuck it. And then they both went in for a hug. And then Solo did like I told you so with like a finger point and wag at him.
I saw him hug LA Knight. I didn't know he hugged Royce Keys too.
Oh, my fault. I thought you said he didn't end up hugging LA Knight.
Oh, no.
My fault.
No, it was... Yeah, no, it was Royce Keys was already outside the ring, just like looking in, probably just...
He's just like,
it's like,
whatever we won.
Why are you mad, bro? Like, you won the match, though. And it's not like Solo just didn't tag himself in the entire match. He was in there the whole beginning.
Nobody told you to go cuddle with Jacob Fatu in the fucking corner over there, buddy.
Right,
I know y'all went to prison together or some weird shit like that, but... You know,
whatever the hell that storyline was.
No dropping the soap during the match, okay, buddy? You guys can have your love affair. Just do it off camera. We don't need another Edge and fucking...
Do it to the left.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we don't. We don't need that.
With Royce Keys and Fatu.
And then we're going to have someone turn into an actual storyline, and it's going to be a whole thing. That we don't need.
If Jacob Fatu and Royce Keys made love in a prison cell, the ungodly smell that would have been trapped into that fucking prison cell, with Jacob and his dreads just stanking up that place.
You would have done the little like head shake if he was,
Whenever he comes, that's how do Dash. That's actually why he does it. It reminds him of when he had his first orgasm with Royce Keys.
Yeah, it's very possible. I mean, it's so iconic they even put it in the video game. So next time, next time I have them both in there, I'll make sure that I do it that way so that we can.
Game. You did mention the Jeff Hardy stuff. Complete side tangent. And we're going to talk about it very briefly. The new Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy package in the WWE 2K26 is so fun. They masterfully did Jeff Hardy and Matt Hardy. I immediately went and did a match with the Dudleys and the Hardys versus the Vision.
I actually did the Hardys and the Dudleys. So if you didn't know, you play with the Xbox controller, right? Because you're on PC, or do you play with the?
I mean, you can do either or.
If you press RT and down on the D-pad at the same time, and you're playing as Jeff Hardy, you can actually take his shirt off before you go do the swanton like it was in real life.
I seen that because I was playing.
Yes.
I did a war game, so I was swapping through the characters.
Oh, okay, okay.
But I seen Jeff do that, and I was like, "What? You can do
Yeah,
that?"
you can actually, yeah. You can actually do that with people that have straps too, like Kurt Angle
Yep.
can take his straps down, Undertaker. Um, I'm trying to think who else. Maybe I think you can do it with Braun Breaker. It's not everybody that wears straps, but it's most people. But yeah, it's just
Can
RT
I do
and
it
down
like
on the
Maxine
D-pad.
Dupree?
Actually, I think you might be able to because she has like the bra underneath, so you might be able to. Actually, I gotta try that out.
Gotta get the mods.
I
No,
think that is. Gotta get mods for nothing underneath. I guess I don't know.
I bet
I
you
don't
that's
have
a thing
mods.
that people do.
I'm sure it is. I wouldn't do that.
They said straight titties.
Speaking of game and things that you can do in there, Nick Aldis and Gunther was up next. Um, Nick Aldis is a banger wrestler.
And he still looks great. I know he's only been gone for 3 years, but he didn't let himself go at all.
He really did not. This man looked like he had just wrestled last week.
Right. I don't even
And
know why he's out of retirement. It must have been an injury-related thing.
it had to have been, or this man was just like, I don't want to take bumps anymore, and WWE's offering me a lot of money to go be SmackDown GM. I'm gonna do that, but then maybe he had like the urge to get back in the ring, so they were like, hey, we can put you up against Gunther, and
He said
he was like,
smash Mickey James for a little while. I'm good on wrestling.
right. Listen, Mickey James is nothing to scoff at. Okay, I would. I'm just gonna say I would. That's it. I'm not gonna. I would.
He would
All
do
right.
many things.
but
But no, yeah, him. What I don't. The thing is I gotta see how old Nick Aldis is, because from him, what I remember is Mickey James.
I believe
is,
he's
like, pretty old.
I believe he's 39.
Yeah, she's a cougar. I'm pretty sure, because I think Mickey James is
Yeah.
almost 50, isn't she?
Oh, she's got to be because I don't even think Nick Aldis was a thought when she was jumping around off the top rope in that low miniskirt, throwing her pink underwear to everybody.
She was in her 20s, I think, when she first came out with Trish Stratus.
And she was doing the whole boob popping thing, yeah. Um,
She knew
Yeah,
what people wanted. She wasn't ashamed.
right. I don't know how old she is, but I think he's like 39. But yeah, she's definitely like up there. Like she's got to be close to 50. If
old,
not.
and she looks young. Ironically, though.
Why is that the truth?
Plastic
she was
surgery
actually
is a hell of a thing. You're literally on point. 39 exactly. And then let's see.
She was actually in the crowd for the match with I guess there's I don't know if it's their kid.
I believe
I read
it's
online
at
it was
least
just her kid, but
yeah, she's 46. So yeah, she's basically 50.
yeah. So she 46, basically 50. Yeah,
She's almost well, yeah. It's like anything in math. Like if you're rounding by decimal points and it's over 5, you round up.
right. So depending on birthdays, they're 6-7 years apart. So
6,
cougar,
7. I mean, what? I mean, she's doing she's reversing the stereotypical gender role in that instance, because like usually like women date people 10 years older. She's dating someone 10 years younger.
My wife actually has a friend who is her age, so 30, and she's married to a let's see, like a 60-something-year-old man.
Jesus Christ.
And it's
That's not
literally
marriage,
because
that's
he's
just money.
it's literally because he's rich. Yeah, it's for the money. Yeah.
I wish I could be a girl for that reason. Just like marry a rich guy, and I don't have to love or care about him, and just wait for him to die, and then I get the money.
What's the problem? She only married him at like 60 something. It's like it's still gonna be a while.
That's the dumb part. You wanna smooth him along. If anything, you wanna be a sugar baby. Fuck getting like into a relationship.
I mean, maybe that's what most of the marriage is, because I don't imagine Mans is getting it up that much.
Well, no.
I mean, we have him.
And took some blue chew, maybe. I'm sure Vince.
Yeah, I mean,
pop a boner.
Right. We have a lot of things nowadays to help men with that. So maybe he does.
But
But
still, I don't know.
yeah. Eh,
And then as a guy that age, you can't do anything with her. So it's like, what the fuck
right.
fun are you even having? Like companionship? Just fucking pay a prostitute at that point. It's the same fucking thing.
You can literally get a prostitute and you don't even have to have sex. You can literally be like, "Hey, I'm going to pay you and rent your services for like 3 hours, but we're just going to play video games the entire time."
Right. That's basically what
You
he's
don't
doing with her.
right.
She's basically a prostitute.
You don't have to have sex with a prostitute. You could just rent them, but you can do whatever the hell you want. You can just take them out to dinner if you fucking want. Like people don't realize it's like, I mean, most of them are probably expecting that and they're probably like, yeah, this is my specialty, but like some guys just want to go out to dinner or just watch a movie with them. I don't know. I've never
Yeah.
rented a prostitute. I wouldn't know.
And at that point, just hang around an old folks' home and find you a 60-year-old widow and just like chill out with
Right.
her. So we don't
Right,
gotta
right.
fuck. We could just hold hands and talk about
Fact.
Elvis.
I mean, your husband's not coming, so I ain't got to worry about no one to come to like try to kill me because they think I'm trying to steal you.
Apparently, in old
But
folks' homes, AIDS is rampant. In some old folks' homes, they be fucking. So maybe there is pills for that.
oh, I don't know. Maybe. I mean, they must hoard them somewhere. I can't imagine that the med like nurse is passing that out.
You order it online, and then they can't open it and check it.
That's true. They can't.
I mean, they
They
can,
don't.
I guess, if you signed a contract allowing them to, which probably you did. But otherwise, it's a federal crime.
It is a crime, I think. Anyway, getting very
Old
off
people
topic.
boners,
We
anyway.
went from. So unfortunately, Gunther makes Nick all this tap to the sleeper.
And he also gives old people boners.
He does. They very much enjoy it. But do you know what this means? This means that Gunther is now 40-0 in non-title matches.
Jeez. He hasn't
Yeah.
lost at all in any of his
If-
matches
if-
at all recently, excluding like probably tag matches and shit like that.
If there hasn't been a title on the line, he hasn't lost.
So he's Goldberg right now, but better
Yeah,
because Goldberg was a
he's-
bitch and couldn't wrestle.
Yeah, he's 40-0 in matches where titles are not involved.
Didn't he retire Goldberg also?
I mean, they say that he retired Goldberg, John Cena, and Styles, but realistically, because these people didn't announce it, he technically didn't retire John Cena. Like that whole Saturday Night's main event was titled John Cena's last match.
Sean announced it. He announced it like 6 months prior or whatever. But
Oh, AJ Styles did?
you said John.
Yeah, but I'm saying that the whole Saturday Night's main event was John Cena's final match. So did he really retire John Cena though?
Yeah, he tapped him out and he retired him. Then he came out the next day or whatever and was like, "Bye, everybody. I love your penises. I'm leaving."
I mean, yeah, but like, yeah, but like, we already knew that he was like. I feel like if you're
Yeah, I get
retiring,
what you're
something,
saying, I guess.
isn't
It's
it
not
like
It's not a true
right? Isn't it like
retirement,
a
I guess if he already fucking sorry for cutting you off. I guess what
Right.
you're saying is it's not a true retirement unless like it happened spontaneously. Basically, is what you're getting at.
I'm thinking Shawn Michaels, Ric Flair, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels. Like I'm thinking like that.
But they announced the retirement at the end of the match too. So like it was more of a if I lose kind of thing. I'm retired. John Cena was retired no matter what. So I guess so you're
Yeah.
saying basically because he was retired no matter what, you didn't really
Yeah.
retire him. You were just his last match.
Yeah, but they're listing it that he did retire him.
All right, fair enough.
So-
But he did retire Goldberg and fuck that bitch.
Yeah. I guess he technically retired Styles too because while we all speculated it and it was definitely online that he was going to, he never publicly said it on WWE TV. Yeah,
He
so
said that he was going to have a whole year left on his contract before he retired.
Right.
He was going to retire at the end of the year, and then he gets retired by Gunther.
I guess you could kind of count that one, but the John Cena one, I don't see that. And I'm not just saying that because, John Cena is my childhood and this, that, and the next thing. It's just like
It's technically
statistically,
different. That's also why he winked and smiled basically at the end of it.
Because he knew. Yeah, that's why he did that big like he knew. But anyway,
Bro didn't even look like he
yeah.
was hurting in this sleeper hold. He was like, I'm just tired. I'm gonna go take a nap.
If Homeboy had enough time to smile and just go, he was not hurt.
But
But yeah,
the
so
reason I bring that
unfortunately,
up
all
is
this
because
taps out.
oh, my fault.
No, you're good. But yeah, all this taps out, and Mickey and their son joins them in the ring, and it's a little emotional thing. But um, where do you think Nick Aldis goes from here? You think he wrestles some more? You think he just kind of fades off a bit because he can't be GM anymore?
Damn, that's true too. I don't want him to stop being GM. I want him to be my GM. I don't see anybody other than Adam Pearce doing it, but he's now half-assing both positions because he's doing two positions. So like,
Yeah, it's hard to do both shows. I get it, but I think that the best course of action, given what we have, is to bring in somebody new.
make Big E
Now,
GM.
right? I'm not saying somebody. Oh, let's just pull the dude off the streets. I'm saying like someone that can't wrestle or something like
They
that.
do some stupid shit like making a celebrity GM. I'll flip a lid.
I mean,
If they make fucking Pat McAfee GM, I'll stop watching SmackDown.
oh,
I will stop
I
watching
will.
SmackDown.
I won't. I won't. I don't think anybody would keep watching it. And here's the issue. Like, I read online that Natalia wanted to take position, which, in retrospect, wouldn't be so bad.
It's good in the sense that she's a wrestler, bad in the sense that she's the worst fucking mic worker in the business.
Yeah, that's the other thing I was gonna say. Like, it's not that bad, but
she's the best
we
wrestler
would have to.
in the female division ever.
Oh, absolutely.
But she
100%.
cannot touch a microphone.
She unfortunately did not inhabit either of her uncles or her dad's mic skills.
Even Brett, I feel like I gotta look at his promos more. Maybe I'm a dumbass because I didn't watch it like that. Because I don't like Brett that much. I've never seen a good Bret Hart promo.
I mean, not that their promos were like ever really good, but like at least they were better than hers.
Oh, that's for
Like,
sure. But that's like
saying,
that's like saying
yeah.
like poop is, or that's like saying a sandwich is better than poop. Like I'm like, yeah, but it's still a sandwich.
It's still very.
But
I mean,
I don't know. I get your point though.
I mean, Owen's promos were pretty good from what I remember.
Owen, I felt like honestly was the promo success out of the two of them. I felt his promos far more. And what's ironic is he was the considered lesser of the two,
which I still don't get.
He only got his shine once he died, which is so sad.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but it's true. And I feel like that blue blazer gimmick that they gave him, like the night that he passed, I felt like that was definitely going in a direction of making him bigger because Bret Hart was already like gone. So
that was when he was wearing a mask or whatever, right?
Yeah, he was wearing like a whole he had a mask on and it was like a whole like blue outfit. It was kind of like blue.
He was even killing it with a whole new thing. He's like Chad Gable before Chad Gable.
Yeah, he was like really like over with people. Like people really liked it. So I felt like that could have been maybe his way in, but unfortunately, I mean, we know what happened.
He did have a decent-ish run, I would say, right? He won the IC title and the US title, right?
And he was tag team champions with Yokozuna back in like '96.
That's a crazy tag title. Combo. That's interesting, actually. I didn't know that.
I actually don't know how long they held them for, but I definitely know that they were a tag team. I don't know how long it was for though, but yeah. That was after like he had split from Bret Hart and he turned heel and all that. That was so. But yeah, definitely did do that.
All right.
We get to talk about this next. The Bella Twins and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
Okay. In a nutshell, they fight a lot. Paige and Bella suck as usual compared to modern talent. They were great for their time, but Fatal Influence does all of the interesting spots. I will put it like that. I'm being a bit of a hater. It was a good match. I don't think it was a terrible match. It was an alright match. But I do feel like the younger talent carried the in-ring work far more than the, like, did I say? Yeah, the older talent.
Like, I get what they're going for, right? It's like new talent versus old talent. Have the old talent carry the new talent, but it was the other way around in this match.
This is why I
Um,
bring this up too, is because it wouldn't be such a big deal. Because this happens all the time in the male division, where like the previous generation wrestles the current generation. Previous generation is a little bit behind the new one. That makes sense. But there was such a boom
mm,
in talent and athleticism and skill in the female division in the past 5 to 10 years that one generation separation for the female talent is actually like 3 to 5 in my opinion. So you're basically comparing wrestlers from like the 80s to now. And if you were to put a wrestler from the 80s in a match with a wrestler from now, it wouldn't be a good match.
no, it would be very bad.
Not because either wrestler is bad per se, but because the styles evolved so much where it's not really like compatible anymore.
Right, and that's also why I feel like when they put Undertaker in the ring, it was always against like Edge, Triple H, John Cena, like people that
Mm,
understood the formula from back then
yeah,
and
but
evolved it into what it is
Roman's
now.
style is very much old school and not like
Yes. Yep.
hype or newer evolved like Seth Rollins, for example.
Which is probably why we never got Undertaker and Seth Rollins.
He's basically a better version of Goldberg. I would say Roman Reigns is Goldberg if he actually could wrestle.
Yeah, I can see that.
And
Um,
that's why I hate him so much, to be honest. But you know what? I'll give him a little bit of respect. This is a rare respecting Roman moment for me because he is technically just Goldberg, but better. I have to give him some respect.
okay, yeah, I get where you're coming from. But I do quickly want to mention that Brie Bella was injured in this match. Triple H
Yes.
did mention it on the post show, and she was shipped off to a hospital with some kind of shoulder injury. So,
Well, before we get into
um,
that, after the interesting-ish match, we did have a turn on Paige
yes,
where Brie and Nikki Bella basically just start kicking the shit out of her while she's like, well, okay, actually, it
Nikki,
was Nikki first. She hit her
yeah,
from behind, knocked her to the floor, and since Brie was already injured, she just kind of gave her like some awkward-looking kicks, basically. But
yeah, she just kind
then,
of like kicked her a little bit, but
yeah,
then,
I think Nikki
yeah,
saw her
Nikki,
sister was injured, so she went in and was kind of
yeah.
like, okay, I'm gonna take care of this.
So she hit the rack attack on her, and that was that.
But then
Um,
we had the awkward promo, well, not promo, but like as they were yelling loud enough for you to hear it without a microphone. Nikki being like, "I'm back, bitches. This is why you don't take my spot." Blah, 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 doing some mean girl shit, sounding hella
but
unintimidating.
you literally brought her in because you literally said you didn't want to ruin your sister's WrestleMania chance, and then
Right, you're
this
the
is
one who brought it in. It would make sense maybe if like Brie did it. I think that's probably what was going to happen. She was injured. She was going to initially probably attack. Then Nikki was going to be like, "Oh fuck,"
right.
but I stand with my sister type shit. So we're
I
here.
mean, what would have made more sense was that Paige and Bree take out Nikki because they're like, "Nah, we was doing fine without you," and
True, that would have been a
you
really way
know,
more interesting like turn of events. Like we actually don't need you because that like seeing them turn on her was the most expected like thing to happen
yeah.
basically.
I think the premise of it is that like you had my sister lose the titles and then we lost again tonight and it basically you got pinned. Like I mean I don't know if Paige got pinned. I don't remember, but um
I can't believe I'm
I
saying this, but I wish they kept the titles just so that they could turn on Brie. I mean, Nikki.
yeah, that would, I mean, kind of make more sense, but um I guess for what we got, it kind of makes sense because Nikki's back now and the Bellas are back together, so it makes sense from that perspective. But I also see like where we would be coming from with that kind of perspective because while that's more interesting, I guess this is more practical. But Cody Rhodes, CM Punk for the WWE Championship was up next, and what a match!
That thing took up most of the night.
But even with that, 5 stars because
Oh, understandably
well,
so. I feel like they probably went over, to be honest.
oh, they definitely did because I remember my phone pinging at 8:30 saying the post show was in a half hour, but the show definitely ran a little past 9. Um, so I
Sure.
definitely think they did because I think it was supposed to end at 9 because the post show is like one of those scheduled things because they do the post show on YouTube, so they can't really like move the time around as they could on like a streaming app. So because it's a live stream, so they schedule it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but definitely great.
There were
Um,
so many good spots. I don't even know where to
uh,
begin with all that
I
because, like, I don't know. There was several moments. I think Punk was the one with a leg injury. Maybe not real,
yep,
probably. Maybe real. We'll find out.
could have been.
And he did a bunch of different things that, like, they that was like that's the thing that I love about older wrestlers. They actually sell their injury the whole fucking match. They don't just
Yes,
get injured, magically do all their moves anyway, and then go on with themselves. Same with Cody. He was selling his arm injury the entire
yep,
match. There was moves that he couldn't do because of it. There was instances where it stopped him from being able to do things like I don't know. I feel like new talent literally will just get injured, quote unquote, and then oh well, I'm gonna go do a move where I pick you up even though my knee's injured, and I'm just gonna not at all be like struggling.
right. And CM Punk went for the GTS and couldn't pick him up when the leg was first happening. He literally
Yeah,
dropped it. You couldn't.
you know.
Um,
On top of that, Cody put him into a figure four for a little bit to even enhance that leg injury.
and Cody was going on that leg, man. He was hitting him with kicks. He did the thing where you kick him from behind and take his leg out from under him. He
I
was,
love that Cody Rhodes is
oh
a
man,
violent face. He's basically John Cena and Stone Cold and Hulk Hogan if they all got together and made a love child.
we had CM Punk hit a moonsault.
Bro, I haven't seen him hit a moonsault ever in WWE as far as I'm aware. And then if I have, it wasn't since 2002.
Now he may have missed the moonsault and only hit Cody in the head with his knee,
Oh, I forgot about that part.
which he actually referenced after Cody kicked out from it because he was kind of just like he kind of like laughed about it and he said something. I couldn't hear audibly what he said, but he said something. He like laughed about it. So it's kind of funny that he could mess up and still just like laugh because it's kind of funny.
And it was very aggressive. The pace of this match was very, very good. And so when people were talking about CM Punk looking out of shape in his match last time with Cody, he definitely got in shape for this one. Or at least I think I saw some people saying that. They were saying he looked tired the whole match. I know I noticed that a little bit. He did look a little tired in there towards the end. This match, he looked amazing all the way through. I don't
Oh
know.
yeah, definitely.
It's his new physique, maybe. I know he got bigger and probably hopped up on the juice a little bit.
Mm.
I'm
Um,
for it, though. When you're his age, do steroids.
I feel like you kind of if you're gonna compete at the caliber of world champion,
Well,
you
and
need you need the
it's
energy, you know.
it's not like he's abusing it. He's not doing Lex Luger shit. He's not trying to get giant.
Huh?
He's not doing Roman Reigns or fucking. Well, I guess maybe not Roman. I think he's on the juice too, but he might actually be natural. But he's not doing the Rock shit. He's not doing even John Cena shit. Where because John was definitely on the juice for
Oh,
at least half of his career, and then I think towards like the 75% area, he just hopped off and slowly got a little smaller.
mm, definitely did. Um, this match ended in a pretty good way. We had Cody taking out the ref by accident after Punk ducked a Cody cutter. And that prompted Randy Orton to come out from the crowd and hit an RKO. Yes, Randy.
And gave a little wink to the
Um,
crowd right after he hit it too.
so happy that this rivalry just didn't get abandoned because he got hurt.
Right.
Um, I kind of think we all had like that part of doubt where it's like, oh man, like this was so good, and this just proves that was Randy ever really after the title, or did he just want to beat up Cody? Maybe he just wanted to beat up Cody. Um, so after the RKO, Punk hits a GTS and he retains the title. So yes, it wasn't clean, but it wasn't planned by CM Punk. It was Randy Orton.
I think that's the best way to do it too, because like it doesn't hurt either
All right.
person's momentum. And now Cody can complain that I didn't really lose. I need another title shot. Then we could do a triple threat match where it's Cody, CM Punk, and Randy Orton at WrestleMania, maybe even. If
Right, if
build
they
it all the way
decide to wait
there,
that long,
you know,
um,
I'd be down for some long term building. You can do.
would
You
you?
could change the title in between all of that too. Between the three of them, you could literally have all three of them swapping the title for a little bit. But like, that would be the best WrestleMania main event.
So, yeah, but I feel like they're gonna go the Cody Orton route right now because
Yeah, but we already saw
tomorrow,
it. We need that triple threat. Build it up all the way.
I,
Do Cody versus Randy on the next pay per view, and then Punk versus somebody else. Have them squash the other somebody else. Probably Sammy, maybe not. But like, if we're gonna stick with that storyline, you don't let Finn win. You have Sammy come. CM Punk squashes him again, and then you build it up to the next one, and then you have Randy Orton beat Cody, and then you do Randy Orton versus CM Punk. You have Randy beat CM Punk, hold the title, get that extra win that he deserves and needs. Then you give it back to Cody, and then you have the triple threat at WrestleMania where the final showdown or something like that. Or you have it one more time with Cody and Punk. But any way you do it, that shit sounds amazing.
right at that point, just give Orton 16. I mean, I know he's at 15, but at that point,
True.
just
Swap
give
it
it
back and
16.
forth. Have him take it off Punk. Have him lose it to Cody. Have him take it back from Cody. Have him lose it to Punk. And then have the WrestleMania match where he wins it back again.
Right, right. I don't know if you want to. I don't know if they want him to beat Cena's record, but Ric Flair was his mentor, and he should at least tie that record.
I think so too.
So,
Didn't Cena just
um,
tie it too? He didn't beat it, right?
no, he beat it. He's at 17. Ric Flair was 16.
Right.
You know, never seen 17. You know, all that shit.
Yes. I forget. John Cena's just so great without that accomplishment. I'm just like, did he? Did they decide to tie it?
Homeboy just became a Grand Slam champion too, like 2 months before he retired. He had just won the IC title from Dom. Like,
Like, which I'm happy they got it off of him. He's doing what he's doing with every title he touches now. He's doing
right.
the Rock / the Brock Lesnar / Liv Morgan method, where it's just I'm not
And
going to defend my title. I'm not here. You don't see me. I might cut a promo if you're lucky, and then that's it.
and it wasn't just like, all right, John Cena won it, and we knew he was gonna drop it, but like, there was actually a story there. Like, Liv Morgan came out, and like, you know, it was her return, and that helped Dom win, so it kind of made sense. And then he was like, "Why pursue it? Because now I'm retiring. I have to focus on the guy that won the tournament." So it was all just perfectly played at the end, you know, with the title stuff.
That's why I'm like, I genuinely don't understand the tremendous hate for his retirement. There was definitely some hiccups that could have been better, but like people are treating it as like this is the worst thing ever.
I liked it. I thought it was well done, and I thought it was good. And you know, if you expected Cena to show up every week, it was his retirement tour. He only had a certain amount of dates, and the reason he was retiring is because he didn't feel like he could compete at the caliber to keep people happy. So why would he have been there every week? But digress. I will. You guys are entitled to your shitty opinions.
You're
And
not. take your opinion.
Well, I'll keep our story. Open Femi, Brock Lesnar, Hell in a Cell, main event.
This match
I don't know
was
why
good,
I'm.
but not good enough.
Yeah, I
It
don't.
pissed me off.
You think so? You don't think it was good enough?
No, they barely touched the cell.
That is true. I think they maybe used it twice, 3 times.
Why did we even need it there? If you don't exit the cell at least once in a Hell in a Cell match, is it even a fucking Hell in a Cell match?
The only time they used it was when Oba first threw Brock out of the ring. He hit it, and then I think he threw him into it, and then Oba used it for a table, and then put Brock through it. I think that
All
was
all of the
it.
stuff that happened was cool. It was just about. I think basically what happened was it's two things. Brock can't do long matches like that anymore because his diverticulitis, whatever the fuck it's called.
Yep,
Um,
yep.
and then not Seth Rollins, Cody Rhodes and CM Punk went a little longer than it was supposed to, and
Oh,
potentially cut
definitely.
off some of their time. So
Hmm.
I think it might have been rushed for a multitude of reasons, and I'm not gonna hate on it for that. The match itself was still great. I'm just mad because there was nothing there. You should have just done an Extreme Rules match.
Right. I think we'll definitely get some answers when Unreal releases around this time because they do talk about when people go over and things like that. Or maybe we'll get a podcast with one of them.
They should have done
But
a Falls
yeah,
Count Anywhere match or like a Last Man Standing
right,
match,
right.
and just
If
had
they really
him.
wanted to, if they really wanted to put the stairs and do what he did, which we'll get to in a minute, they wanted him to use the stairs and the chairs and the tables like they did. Like you said, could have just been literally any match that just didn't have DQ. Falls Count Anywhere, no holds barred, extreme rules, etc., etc., etc.
Last Man Standing would have even been good because then you could, or an I Quit, but that would have been, you'd have had to build it way better than they did.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
Last Man
yeah.
Standing would have proved who is the true new beast. You know what I mean?
Right, right. And I think that there was supposed to be more. I think you're kind of hitting the nail on the head there because Cody and CM Punk, while really, really good,
That match was almost
was
20 minutes, I think, wasn't it?
it was very long, and it didn't really fit the theme with the other matches that were like 15 minutes, 10 minutes, you know. And I get it was a title match, but it wasn't the main event. And I'm gonna say it. Back in my day,
They
the
should have
main
been.
events, whether for titles or not, were always the longest matches, and they were always a good like half hour. So,
Yeah,
um,
respect to. I guess the reason they probably put him as main event was because he's retiring, but respect to Brock and Oba, it should have been Cody and CM Punk. That match killed it, and they had to follow that match. I think that's part of it.
yeah,
Why, they couldn't follow that.
no, they just couldn't. And like I said, my phone pinged at 8:30, and it said free show in a half hour, scheduled on YouTube live stream, and the match didn't start till like 8:50. Like by the time entrances were done, they had about 10 minutes. So I definitely think that time, well, combined with 4-minute ads and that, they're kind of competing against the clock here. So yes, we had an ad after every match. It was one ad, wrestling related, and it was like 3.5 minutes, and then it was another ad, wrestling related, after that ad. Why is there so many damn ads? Like, you guys complain about Netflix? At least those ads are short. These ads were long. But anyway,
This match was really long. So
Hmm?
it started at an hour 15:09. Let's see where it ends.
Was it really that long?
Well, that was the start of it. Was
Oh,
an hour
okay.
and 59 minutes into the show.
Yeah, and it only ran for 3 hours, I think.
Holy
Yeah,
shit!
six to
This
nine.
match
Yeah.
is long.
Which match is that?
The CM Punk Cody match. They're still going into the hour 21 minutes, so they at least wrestled for 30 minutes at least.
Yeah, so That's definitely overtime, in my opinion.
Oh yeah, that didn't end until 2:39 or no 2:31
Oh,
or
oh yeah.
Randy comes in at 2:27 ish.
And then it ended probably like a minute after that.
Like yeah, and then it started at what 1:59 or no? Yeah, the match officially starts at like 1:58 ish.
Yeah. So yeah, so like a 30 something minute match.
Yeah,
Crazy.
over a half hour, and then mind you, the main event was like 10 minutes.
The main event was very short, and like you said, I think that they definitely went over because yeah, that's kind of crazy work. I don't
That's
know.
why
I don't
I
know.
wish.
I don't know if Randy was late. I don't know if somebody missed the cue. I don't know what happened.
This is why they
But
they should have known it was gonna go over. There's no way that kind of a match isn't gonna, because these dudes are just like they're in the heat of
right,
that shit. They gotta do what they gotta do, and then they should have had that be the co-main event, Oba versus Brock, and then they would have had as much time as they needed. And then if they went over, it wouldn't have mattered because then you just cut time off of the fucking pre-show. Or
right, right,
post-show.
right, right. So like we said, we had chair spots, we had table spots, we had steel step spots. We had, I think, 5 German suplexes. We had 4 F5s, 3 of which were in a row. But the closing is where it gets really crazy. Lesnar decides to rip the canvas off and then rip the pad off, exposing the wood. Or as Michael
He's
Cole called
exposing
it.
his wood.
What did Michael Cole call it? Exposing
The
the
pine.
foundation of the
Oh,
ring. Yeah, it was
this is
it was
JR
something
shit.
like that.
He's showing the pine. That's mahogany.
I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna call it what it was. It was a wood floor under a ring. Okay, that's what it was. So after Lesnar gets all that off, he hits a tombstone on the wood, and Obafemi kicked out.
It would have been great to bust open Obafemi's head at that point and then have him finish him.
Obafemi. Now, when you think of the tombstone, right, you always think of, oh, his head actually didn't hit, because you always saw that. It literally looked like Obafemi's head hit the ground here.
Wouldn't be surprised. Brock's a few inches shorter, which the reason why the tombstone worked for Undertaker is he was usually the taller opponent.
Right, right. But like, if you look at this match, excuse me, Obafemi was like really low, so I definitely think like he had to have. But yeah, he kicks out of that and he just starts getting insane. He gets up and he punches a chair that Lesnar was about to hit him with, and then he hits. I would have loved if he would have hit the fall from grace on the wood, but he didn't. But
I was saying the same thing. I'm like, he's so close to it. Why didn't you just step over?
right, right. And then Obafemi gets the win. But we never really got anything from. I mean, Brock Lesnar did hug him and raise his hand after, and he declared himself the past and Oba's the future. But did he really retire? I don't know.
Oh, another thing I wanted to say is this man's wearing elbow pads. I have not seen Brock Lesnar in fucking elbow pads in my entire life.
I literally pointed that out when I was watching it. I'm like, Brock Lesnar in elbow pads? I was like, that's different. Like, you always think of him with the MMA gloves on and the boxing shorts and the little, the short little boots.
Either.
No, he didn't. Not no, I don't. Yeah, actually, no, he did not. That was strange choice. Strange choice. I expected, because the elbow pads maybe more sell stuff, but like you said, I think their match really got cut much shorter than it was supposed to be.
Definitely.
And I know Brock's old, can't go long, but That's why Femi, the 28-year-old, is in there. Okay. So
Brock should have got thrown off the top of the cage like Mankind. That's all I'm
probably would have died.
saying. Worth it. I was saying this to my girlfriend when I was watching them. Like, this is why WWE sucks nowadays. Nobody's trying to risk their entire life and career for our entertainment anymore.
Right. We don't have real life scenarios like Edge and anymore.
When they used to tell me not to try shit at home, I kind of fucking believed them because they would show me shit like Shawn Michaels or Shane McMahon, fucking Mick Foley, people doing actual death-defying feats. Now, at most, they're jumping off of a turnbuckle doing a flip, and you're calling it dangerous. And I'm like, well, if you know how to flip, it's not really that dangerous now, is it?
We have Rey Mysterio telling us he has had surgery 5 times in his left knee. We're having.
That's probably because fucking Big Show beat you to half to death onto a side of a ring post when you were strapped to a damn ambulance fucking gurney.
Hey, Shane McMahon still made kids after Kane electrocuted his testicles with a car battery.
I mean, little did Kane know that was actually his kink, and he does that every Tuesday.
Maybe he does, because, like I said, he still had kids after.
He said, "I'm rich."
What would you rate SummerSlam Saturday?
I'm going at 9. I don't think there was a bad thing on this match. Even the quote-unquote bad match, which was, what was it? Fucking...
DeBellis and Paige?
Yeah, that one at least had a funny ending where I get to see Paige beat up.
Right, and it at least had a storyline where it wasn't just like, oh, we lost, but we're still friends. Like, now, Nikki was like, fuck this bitch.
Right. If it's it always more or less said it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't. It was good. I think 9 is pretty fair. Do I think night 2 is gonna be better? Probably.
I don't. It's all SmackDown people like Trick Williams. Ugh.
Well, we have Penta and we have Danhausen and Dom, and
there's only a few redeeming factors. Danhausen's human money's on a pole.
Yep.
Sami Zayn probably getting his ass beat by Finn Balor, which I hope he loses.
Here's the reason I think it's going to be better. We had 2 6-person tag team matches thrown on this card. And
they were good. They were really good.
They were good. And not that it hurt the quality. It's just that, like, we have so many more title matches tomorrow than we did tonight.
True, but it's all titles I don't... Well, I guess this is more me speaking. For me, at least, I just don't care about those titles nearly as much as I cared about the outcome of the LA Knight and Bloodline feud match. Mm-hmm. Or even... What was the other 6-man?
The Bellas and Paige versus Fatal Influence.
Okay, so that one was the flop. That was the whole flop. If they all feel the same way, I guess then they probably will win just because title matches.
Right.
For me, it's the number 1 contender match. It's the title match for tomorrow night. The main title match, Roman and Seth. Those are the only stories that I actually feel like I care about.
Well, here's what we have for tomorrow. We have, like you mentioned, Roman and Seth for the World Heavyweight Championship. There's the interim WWE Women's Championship ladder match with Tiffany Stratton, Jade Cargill, Charlotte Flair, Chelsea Green, and Lash Legend.
That'll be interesting. It's just so thrown together because of Adam Pearce that it's not interesting in the story part.
Yeah, there is no story to it. That's
right.
How it is. Yeah, that's just how it is. Like you said, Finn Balor, Sami Zayn for number 1 contender. Trick Williams and Baron Corbin for the U.S. title.
Story-wise, again, why the fuck is Baron here? Why the fuck is he getting an auto title match? Like,
see, the problem with that is they had Baron Corbin attack Trick Williams after the show and posted it on like their social media platforms. So if somebody didn't see that, you're probably like, how did this match even happen?
Right. They said, how dare you not obsess over this as if it's your job.
Right. And then Penta and Chad Gable for the Intercontinental title.
Do you think Chad's going to win?
Absolutely, yeah.
I honestly think they
This
should put it on him. Penta is the most
this
boring promo cutter of all time.
this fucking match has no story. I've seen no build for this. I've just seen Chad Gable go out there and just be like, "I'm good guy now, and I fight for the luchadors." There's no build to this. This is nothing.
The story
I
I feel
agree
like
with you. There's no story.
the only story I feel like they were putting is like, "Hey, I'm sorry because I'm Chad Gable and I'm an asshole," and then Penta's like, "Well, I forgive you. You want to wrestle?" And he's like, "Sure, buddy."
But I want to wrestle for that title. And then we have Danhausen and Dominic and a Human Money is on a pole match.
I seen so much backlash online about that fucking segment where Danhausen and what's his face were singing.
Adam Pierce. Oh, Joe Hendry.
Yeah, and I'm like, what do you mean? The song was great. They're like, oh, Triple H is ruining WWE. What the fuck is wrong with this?
First of all, if you people out there think that Triple H is the one who scheduled Ryan Garcia to come in the ring and ruin that concert,
They were
you
mad about the concert, not even the
are
ruining it part.
why? That was a great song. We got musical instruments. We got cheerleaders. We got mini houses. Oh yeah.
My conclusion for these people and why they complain so much is, and you know this is why it's technically probably true, is because they call people casual fans, and I'm of the opinion that anyone who uses the word casual fan heavily, not to say that if you ever use it you're an ass or anything like that, because you know sometimes it makes sense, but the people who call everybody a casual who disagrees with them are really just people who forgotten what WWE is, which is entertainment at the end of the day, and fun. And they've forgotten how to be entertained, and they've forgotten how to have fun. So when they see someone like Danhausen, it makes them mad because it reminds them how little they are able to have fun and enjoy themselves anymore.
Mm-hmm. And I don't see the issue because I mean, I'm what you might call, in a sense, a super fan or a mildly moderate obsessed fan.
Yeah, he's definitely at the
I'm
very least a super fan.
Definitely above like casual and like all that other shit. Like I have replica belts, I have t-shirts, I have jackets, I have stuff. Not the point I'm trying to make. But I don't get mad when I see segments like this because it's called World Wrestling Entertainment. And I, for one, was entertained by the entertainment of this concert.
It's like when the Honky Tonk Men used to come out and do songs, and they're acting like, this is how I know they're new fans. They're not fans that actually, or not even like new, just people who haven't learned about the history of wrestling. Because you could be a new fan and learn about how wrestling was, and then continue on enjoying and realize, oh yeah, that's a pretty common fucking thing. Wrestlers singing and dancing, you know, because it's literally wrestling comes from the circus. It's supposed to be
You guys
a
weren't
fucking circus.
You guys weren't complaining when The Rock sang and he told Vicky Guerrero that she looked horrible and called her a bitch.
And on top of it, it's more entertaining because now you have little people dancing in the ring to the song. If you had little mini rocks dancing around him while he was singing the Vicky Guerrero, Lil Dwayne Johnson's.
I mean, a little bit different too, but like you guys weren't complaining when John Cena was rapping. If anything, and you were there in the crowd, he would hold the microphone up and you added to the rap.
This is why when people complain about the booking and the managing of the product in general, I'm like, you know, y'all are part of the problem too, because you guys don't know what the fuck you want, and every time they try to give you what you want, it's never what you want. And so they're endlessly in an abusive relationship with the fans, basically being like, oh, this is trash, everything's trash, it's bad, and then when they try to give you the thing that you said you wanted, like Jey Uso getting a title shot, You're like, oh, it's trash. I
Yeah.
hate it.
Like, do you know how hard it is to book a live show when people say on Sunday that they want one thing, and then you get it on Monday, and you're like, oh, I didn't actually want that. I changed my mind. That's bad. That's it's ridiculous. But if there's nothing else,
No, I think that should be it. If you guys did
all right.
enjoy, please like and subscribe, and let us know what you think in the comment section below, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.
Deuces.